Veeran and the Lost Treasure. In the heart of the Enchanted Forest, two young boys, Veeran and Zanyan, were preparing for an adventure that would change their lives forever. Both were curious and brave, with a special bond of friendship that made them inseparable. Today, they were on a mission, to find the lost treasure of the Enchanted Forest. Veeran had found an old, faded map in the attic of his house. It had strange symbols and riddles on it, but it clearly pointed to a hidden treasure deep in the forest. "Zanyan, look at this," Veeran said, waving the map in front of his best friend. Zanyan, a boy with a wild imagination and endless energy, jumped up and down with excitement. "A treasure, let's go find it, Veeran." The two packed their bags with snacks and set off, with Veeran holding the map tightly in his hands. As they entered the Enchanted Forest, the air felt different, magical, like anything was possible. The first clue on the map was simple, yet tricky: when the sun and the moon meet, find the path beneath their feet. Zanyan scratched his head, looking around. "What do you think that means?" Veeran thought for a moment, then pointed to a tall hill. "Maybe the sun and moon meet at the top of that hill." They raced to the hill, their feet light with excitement. As they reached the top, the setting sun and the rising moon seemed to meet in the sky, casting their light over the forest below. Just as the clue had said, a hidden path appeared beneath their feet. "Wow, we found it!" Zanyan shouted. "Let's go, Veeran." They followed the path through the forest, where the trees seemed to whisper secrets in the wind. After a while, they came across the second clue, where the trees whisper, "The key awaits." The boys looked around, wondering where the key could be. Suddenly, Veeran spotted a small wooden key hanging from a vine on a tree. "Here it is," Veeran cheered. "We're getting closer." With the key in hand, they continued their journey. Soon, they arrived at a large, ancient tree in the heart of the forest. The trunk was thick with moss, and in the bark, they saw a tiny keyhole. "Do you think the key fits?" Zanyan asked, his voice filled with wonder. Veeran carefully placed the key into the hole, and with a soft click, the tree trunk opened to reveal a hidden passage. "Let's go," Veeran said, his eyes sparkling. They climbed down a narrow staircase that led to a secret room. In the center of the room stood an old chest, gleaming with a golden light. The boys rushed over, their hearts pounding with excitement. As they reached the chest, the final clue appeared on the walls of the chamber: "The greatest treasure is not gold or jewels, but the friendship that makes you whole." Veeran and Zanyan looked at each other, smiling. They realized that the real treasure was their friendship, and no gold or jewels could ever be more valuable than the adventures they shared. Together, they opened the chest. Inside, instead of gold coins or jewels, was a beautiful glowing crystal, symbolizing their special bond. "We found it, Zanyan," Veeran said softly, holding up the crystal. "The real treasure is us, our friendship." Zanyan grinned, nodding in agreement. "This is the best treasure ever, Veeran." The two boys laughed and hugged, knowing that no matter what adventures awaited them next, they would always have each other. And so, with hearts full of joy and excitement, Veeran and Zanyan headed home, ready for whatever the next adventure would bring. Veeran and Zanyan found the real treasure, friendship. But where should Veeran go next? A hidden castle, the deep sea, or a land of flying creatures? Comment your ideas.
Subscribe to my channel.